So this is gonna be a real one. The question is, what am I avoiding? Until now I didn't take position, clear position. And recently I was asking myself, what am I running away from? Why am I always open? Why am I always vague? Why am I always not taking a clear stance? And maybe you expected now that I have the answer right away, but I don't. I want to keep this an honest, open reflection, but not intellectual, existential. What could it be? What am I running away from? So first of all, I know that a good story has a character which runs through development. And this development can only occur when the character stands for something, when it's not just random events that the character finds themselves in. It's also that the character goes through a development arc. So this is also something that I have to run through, such that this is meaningful actually, and not just random events. So what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Well, my strengths are certainly my meta-reflection ability. My weakness is my meta-reflection ability, because this always keeps me 10 feet above and not directly in the action. And this is what prevents my growth currently. My honest truth is, I don't know yet, but at the same time I know meaning is not something given, it is something created. So where should I go from here? Well, I have to recognize that I am the character in the movie. I am playing it right now. And my job is to play him convincingly. But at the same time, I have to be the narrator. I have to guide this character through his development arc. I have to create a compelling story with this character that I'm playing at the same time. This is the job of being a YouTuber. Unless you have a production team which creates the story for you. If you are only one person like me, I have to be the director and I have to be the main character in the movie. So right now I have no idea. And I probably shouldn't say that, because this might not be a convincing character. But I am learning the skill, and I know I am giving you now the secret. And this is what I'm not sure about. Can I give you the secret without destroying the whole movie? For example, imagine like Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street would explain you what character he's playing. Would you still watch the movie? I don't think so. I really don't think so. The movie is great because he plays the character but doesn't talk about it. So why the F do I have the constant need to explain my role? Maybe I'm playing a special kind of role, which is the meta-reflection guy. Or maybe I just suck at being an actor. So yeah, I'm the actor. I am learning. I'm learning not to talk about it while I still talk about it. So, see, that's the tension I find myself in. And a good story also lives by creating tension and not resolving it immediately. A good story is not a forensic protocol. It is something where meaning can be filled in the gaps by the viewer themselves. They are part of the movie because they give it meaning. That's why every film critic is a little different. So what the F am I playing? What is my character? See, this is the struggle I'm currently going through. I am trying to figure out my identity. You know? And let me tell you, it's not easy. I watch all the people whom seem to have their identity fixed. I see the other YouTubers. They know which role they are playing. I see the people working their jobs. I see they are playing their identity. They have clear, concrete beliefs and they stand for what they are. But on the other hand, I am fluid. I am playing one who doesn't fix themselves. But why? What am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? Is it the fear of being wrong? Is it the fear? Maybe it's the fear if I stand for something, if I have an identity, then maybe I think I'm closing off opportunities for myself, which is true. But I'm at the point now, I think, where I realize that not playing a character closes more opportunities at some point in life. I have to decide. So I am really now in the phase where I am deciding more and more, where I recognize that you have to decide. Otherwise you cannot build relationships with other human beings. Still, it is an ongoing process. It won't be clear in a single video. It probably takes some weeks, some months, and maybe it's the realization that it's never finished. Maybe it is constantly developing. So, yeah. You see, I'm struggling, and at the same time I am excited where it will take me. So let's tell the story. Let's continue in the next one.